On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Bulldogs kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Williams, they're all over him, and it's a sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Rushes on. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Husky. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but great work on special teams on that return to set him up. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just got rid of that one.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. He's going for a big play downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. good plan, but it did not work. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Turning it on. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Williams. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Brent Evan on the RPO. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the...
Oh, out of space. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams. Right side, it's Washington. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Huskies are flying down the field. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. They put the brakes on him.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Williams. The quick game. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Williams will pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quick catch. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to get the first through the air. Still looking. Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Frazier.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Still looking to his right. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Stopped right there.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Release to the back. Has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Williams to throw. And they can't make the connection. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Motion from the back. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Extending the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. And he almost had a pick.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Caught on the RPO. At the 45, on his way. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moves to his right. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Dukes looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive. Is to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Second down to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Wiley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Knocked down immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Throwing, Williams. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Clouds is way ahead. Just outside the red zone. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. Williams. Keeping his eyes downfield. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Out wide right, it's Moss. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And the Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone. It's Frazier. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Frazier again. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Williams. He's got the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Calls his own number. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. He'll take it himself. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose yardage on 4th and 2.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here's Williams to throw. It's complete on the right side. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams will pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Washington again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Throwing, Williams. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
He's got it down the field. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tough run here. It's Frazier. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Trying to bull his way in.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right? Or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Defense might bring the house here. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams. Rush right in his face. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Lucky to get it off.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, if this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
4th down, Williams. Under pressure. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Williams. On the move. Unleashes one. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Williams looking for a man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Past the 6. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Bulldogs. Rolled his way into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard.
Snatches it on the right. It's a seam wide open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Explosive plays are great, but you gotta finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Williams will pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they